what exactly do the children of the devil look like? How can I kind of discern that I'm dealing with someone who means evil towards me? I think the first thing would be, it's almost like a gut instinct. Jesus designed our bodies. Jesus designed every ounce of us, our skin, our arms, our hair, everything. And he gave us instincts. You know that feeling when you enter the room and you're just like, I don't know if I should be in this room, and you leave? Those are our instincts, and God gave this to us. And of course, maybe not always that something bad happens in that room, but we get those gut feelings and we should follow them. So when dealing with people who perhaps mean you harm, there's going to be a feeling of unease. There's going to be a feeling of inner stress, and you may not even consciously think it. You may think to yourself, well, this person sounds great and I like what they're saying and we have fun together or whatever. But perhaps there's just an underlying tension or an underlying stirring in your gut that's saying, run. This person does not mean you well. A second thing is, when you're talking with them, sometimes it seems like you're really not talking to anybody with depth. It's like you're trying to communicate something with meaning into a void. It's like their eyes have a vacuum, and no matter how strongly you try to, connect and share something, or even have them share something to you, there's just going to be a complete gap in signal where there's going to be no connecting of brainwaves. Children of the devil are oftentimes incredibly just self-focused, and how can this entire world serve me? Basically, that's what they're thinking. They're thinking the whole world revolves around them. So when you're trying to engage and have a back and forth with somebody, and it seems like that conversation is just a dead end, or it's just a one-way street, let that be sign number 2, that you're dealing with someone that might mean you some harm. Oftentimes, these people, they can't help but share exactly who they are. So when you're out with them and you see them interact with other people, perhaps they're acting like a completely different person. And I get it, we're all different, and we can be different in this situation from that one. Although we should aim to be steadfast, but we're a little bit different here and there, I get that. But nonetheless, if they're a completely different person, we're talking with these people and then talking with you, they snap and all of a sudden they're just different. That should be another sign that you're dealing with somebody who is, you'll see the online community say shape-shifting, they're wearing a mask. Basically, they're not being authentic. They're being fake to them, fake to you, and who knows what the real monster behind that mask is, but I don't want you to find out. So sign number 3 is, they may be very different around different types of people. Completely different. I'd say a fourth thing too would be inconsistencies with what they say and how they act. They may say one thing, they may promise you the moon and everything, but their actions are going to be completely different. They may say that we're tight, or we're this, or we're friends, we're good buddies, and then all of a sudden when they're around other people, they dismiss you and act like they don't even know who you are. These are signs that this person does not have good intentions. They act with wickedness, not just towards you, but towards everybody. It comes from a deep hatred towards themselves, towards the world. It's an anger and a hatred that knows no bounds. So it's not personal, but you definitely don't want to get caught in the crossfires, because they will want to try to unleash it on somebody. And I hope that it's not you. But nonetheless, if their actions do not align with their words, that's another sign that they perhaps may be a child of the devil and mean you no good in your life. They're not trying to cause any good. They're only trying to cause destruction. So be on the lookout for their words and see if they align with their actions. Number 5, if they can never apologize, if they can never say what it was wrong and I'm genuinely sorry, will you forgive me? If they can never say that from a genuine place. If it's always your fault, if the reason for any disagreement or any problem is always you, somehow, some way, and you're always trying to be the one to mend the bridge and to mend the relationship, and they never take accountability, let that be your fifth sign that this is someone who doesn't mean you any good, and you should definitely reconsider that relationship. So those are 5 different things to look out for when you're dealing with somebody who has an evil heart and they mean to do people harm. I used to think that most people were trying to do the right thing and to do good, and only some people were serial killers and psychopaths and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that in this world, as a follower of Jesus and pursuing him, I definitely see that a lot of people are following the things of the devil. And I don't want to see you get caught up in that. I want to see you transcend whatever situation you're in, seek his guidance, take what I've learned and apply that to your own life, and don't be afraid to take action. The children of the devil want to keep you spinning. They want to keep you spinning. If you're praying about something, they'll want to have you keep praying about it or keep thinking about it. But God also does want us to act. He wants us to tangibly pick up our cross and follow him. We live in some very wicked times. 2026 is not getting any prettier out there. So stay close to the Father. Let's keep fighting the good fight. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.